ever wondered how to become more magnetic to money? I've worked with over 1,500 entrepreneurs, helping them scale to 6 and 7 figures. And this is by far one of the most common questions that I'm hearing. How do I become more magnetic to money and attract clients and money with ease? And today I'd love to share with you 3 simple tips how you can fine-tune your money energetics and specifically your frequency around money and become more magnetic to money and clients, attracting them with joy and ease. So first things first, let's talk about frequency. Why is it important to fine-tune our frequency to the greater level of abundance? You may have heard this sentence before that we do not attract what we want, we attract what we are. And what this really means is that we might be asking universe for specific financial goal, specific number of clients, but if we are vibrating frequency of lack and limitation, or frequency of not enough, or frequency of, maybe present results financially, then that is what universe matches, because universe responds to the signal that we vibrate, our so-called frequency, versus to what we say we want. Okay, so what is frequency? Frequency is like this wave of energy that you're sending out to the universe, and it really depends on your thinking, your feeling, and your actions. And there is certain thinking and feeling and energetics around money that sends out frequency of prosperity, frequency of abundance, frequency of wealth, versus frequency of lack and limitation. So let's share 3 tips how you can fine-tune your frequency of prosperity and attract clients and money with greater ease. The first thing that you want to do is you want to be operating from the frequency of your goal fulfilled. So if you have a financial goal, let's say you want to make 20,000 per month or 50,000 per month and you want to buy that beautiful house by the lake, you want to be sending out frequency to the universe that you already are making this money and you already purchased that house. So how do you do that? Well, we do it by convincing our subconscious mind that we have our goal. So what I would do, I would write out your goal. The way I like writing out my goals is in the format that connects me with the finances, but also with my emotional why. Why do I want this money? What's in it for me? What is that money going to do for me or for my loved ones or for people that I want to make an impact with? And so you can write your goal in the form of, I'm so happy and grateful now that it's December 2025. I easily make 20,000 per month and I just put down deposit on my dream home by the lake. And so when you have this goal, what you want to do is you want to convince your subconscious mind that you already have this goal so that your frequency of vibration that you're sending out to the universe is vibrating that 20,000 per month versus, let's say, 3,000 to 5,000 that you might be making right now. And there's all sorts of ways how you can convince your subconscious mind that you have your goal. We call this autosuggestion, suggesting to your subconscious mind that you have your goal. And you can do it through writing your goal. You can do it through listening, walking around your room, repeating out loud. You can do it through visualizing, speaking in the mirror. There's all sorts of techniques. And the idea is that you repeat your goal in a way that makes you feel that you have it, and you're convincing your subconscious mind that you have it, which means that you're vibrating frequency around money of your goal fulfilled as opposed to frequency of the current financial results. So universe says yes, right? And you become more magnetic to clients, client generating ideas, money and money generating ideas. The second tips that I want to share is this is actually around your frequency around money itself or vibrational state around money itself. So we can be vibrating the energetics of abundance, prosperity, or we can be vibrating energetics of lack and limitation. And there's 2 phenomenal tools that can help you vibrate the prosperity frequency more and then override the lack and limitation. So first idea or first tool is to be truly profoundly grateful for the money you have. It doesn't matter how much money you have. If you have thousands of dollars or if you have hundreds, it doesn't matter. You can be vibrating the frequency of gratitude around money. So the way it would look like is I would love to encourage you to practice being grateful for the money you have all day, every day, and especially when spending. So let's say you go to Starbucks and you buy a cup of coffee. What you would be thinking in your mind is, I am so profoundly grateful for this money and for this cup of coffee, being able to have this delicious cup of coffee. And you can also add, and thank you, money, for coming back to me multiple times. But the idea is, now that's, I'm just adding another technique here, right? Called arigato money, but you don't need to go into this. The biggest one is I am so profoundly grateful for this money that I have and being able to purchase this delicious cup of coffee. And this can be practiced when you're spending money on a cup of coffee, paying bills, buying luxuries. Or let's say you're taking your family out for dinner. I am so profoundly grateful for this money that I have and being able to treat my family for this beautiful dinner. Let's say you're paying bill. I am so profoundly grateful for this money that I have that helps me keep the lights on in my house, right? And so the idea is to be truly grateful for the money you have. What this does, it vibrates frequency, I have money. And universe does not judge. Universe says, yes, your wish is my command. So whatever frequency that you're vibrating, universe will match. And this is very, very different to vibrating the frequency of I don't have enough or I only have very little. This is lack and limitation. What we are doing here by doing certain practices and rituals, we are vibrating frequency of gratitude for the money you have and also noticing how much money you have, that you actually have plenty of money. And then last but not least, and this is also energetics around your money frequency, it's the inner feeling of plenty. So we want to be cultivating a feeling of plenty of money, having plenty of money. No matter how much money we have, we can cultivate this feeling. And guess what? The universe is going to be matching. She's got plenty of money. Okay, I'm going to send her clients. I'm going to send her money. I'm going to send her money generating ideas. Okay, so how do you cultivate this inner sense of plenty? One of the ways that I like to do this is to just take a few moments and to decide that I'm going to cultivate the feeling of plenty, inner sense of plenty, and just think about all the things that make me feel like I have a lot of money. They might be things that I've purchased in the past. They might be things that I'm purchasing now. They might be things that I'm purchasing in the future. And so I might think of things like, wow, how cool is it that I have the money to purchase my dream home in Spain? I feel so wealthy and so luxurious and so nurtured. So I bought my house 2 years ago, but I'm still milking the feeling of having plenty of money because of this purchase. How cool is it that I have the money to treat my loved ones to 5-star dinners anytime I want? I feel so wealthy. I feel so generous. I add the feeling of how I feel, and I usually say like a couple of different feeling words, and I feel it strongly in my body. That feeling of having plenty of money, that feeling of wealth and prosperity. How cool is it that I have money to tip in abundance? Every time I go out, I just don't count, I just decide I want to tip somebody generously. I tip generously. I feel so wealthy and I feel so generous. And I can be thinking about things that are small, that are big. It doesn't matter. It's all about what makes you feel like you have plenty of money. So this could be some material possessions. This could be some luxurious purchases. This could be some day-to-day. It could be even, how cool is it that I always have the money to pay generous salaries and commissions to my team members? I feel so wealthy and so generous. Or how cool is it that I have the money to treat myself and my loved ones to beautiful 5-star trips, 5-star holidays? I feel so wealthy and generous, okay? So you might already be noticing that there is an emotional state around it of having plenty of money. And that emotional state is being sent out to the universe. And the universe says, yes, your wish is my command. So I hope you enjoyed these tips. They have changed my life forever, and they allowed me to become 10 times more magnetic to money and clients without working harder. And if you love these tips, I hope you will implement them. And if you love them and you would love to go deeper and learn more from me, I would love to invite you to our free 5-day masterclass, where I teach over the course of 5 days, step by step, the mindset shifts and strategies that help me go from 5K per month burning out entrepreneur in my coaching business to multi 7 figures, scrapping 25% of my working hours and releasing plenty of time for my loved ones, for travel, for self-care. And it's only 1 hour per day with hundreds of other like-minded entrepreneurs where I teach you all this goodness. And then you go away with some really fantastic tools that help you scale your business without overwork, without burnout, using mindset shifts and manifestation techniques and smart strategies versus hustle and grind. So if you would love to join us, make sure that you click the link in the description of this video, and I will see you there. Enjoy implementing.